Of the three great monotheistic religions, Islam appeals the least to me. Take the word Islam. It means submission to the will of Allah. Muslims refer to themselves as slaves of Allah. I don't know about you, but I'm not into bondage, even the spiritual kind. Then there's the prohibition on alcohol. This makes sense in the Middle East, where tempers are short and weddings are celebrated with gunfire. Come to think of it, those are the same reasons we should ban alcohol in Mississippi. In the West, though, we like our booze. And we like scantily clad women. I do not want to spend the rest of my life looking at this. Or this. In the West, we're able to look at this without losing our minds, usually. I also think Islamic clothing for women provides an excuse to get fat. Obesity rates among women in the Middle East exceed 50% in some places. The last thing Western women need is fat-concealing moo-moos. They're already fat enough. Then there's the prayer 5 times a day. You have got to be kidding. I only want to pray occasionally. You know, short prayers like, "Oh my God, I hope this plane doesn't crash," or "Please, Lord, not syphilis again." But here's my big problem with Islam. The prayer doesn't work. You guys scrape and bow 5 times a day, and what's the result? Poverty, disease, and illiteracy everywhere you look in the Islamic world. Even Saudi Arabia, the Holy Land, has seen its per capita GDP drop below $10,000. That's less than Trinidad and Tobago, an official banana republic. You also get your butts kicked militarily by everybody. The Israelis, the Indians, the Americans, the Thai police. It's funny how just about anywhere Islam shares a border with another religion, there's war. Why is that? What happened to the whole religion of peace thing? You know, I'm being a little negative, so let me say some things I like about Islam. I do like your attitude toward polygamy. 4 wives would be cool. I especially like it that a Muslim man can visit a prostitute as long as he marries her beforehand and divorces her afterward. All you have to do is utter the magic words before, and after, 5 minutes. This way you can support family values and be a whoremonger, just like a Republican. I like the fact that the Quran says you can smack your wife with a stick as long as it's no thicker than your thumb. Nothing major, just a little tap now and then to keep her in line. Shut up, bitch! Despite all the cool techniques you have for subjugating women, I'm going to have to take a pass on Islam. Look, I'm an American, so before I join a religion, I ask myself this question. What's in it for me, besides wife beating? I'm just not into the whole third world poverty thing. I also don't want to get hassled at airports. I'm going to take a pass on Christianity, too, because it's like Islam, only with a little science and beer added. We Americans want to be on a winning team. You know, we're number 1. Islam, sadly, is a failed civilization. You guys haven't done anything productive since the Mongols sacked and burned Baghdad in 1258. Since Ferdinand and Isabel kicked you out of Spain in 1492. Nothing. 500 years of prayer, and all you have is the falafel. Alright, that's not fair. Muslims, who number well over 1 billion people, have won 7 Nobel Prizes. 6 if you don't count the one they gave Yasser Arafat. Compare that to the Jews, of which there are, 12 or 14 million? 139 Nobel Prizes. Possibly dozens more if you include half-Jews. No wonder you hate them so much. They put you guys to shame. That's why I think Hebrew is the way to go. You know it's the best of the 3 because they never ask you to join. They don't have to recruit like Christians and Muslims. They deliberately make it hard to get in. They want to remain exclusive, like a country club, only with klezmer music. But once you're in, BAM! Think of the connections. Half the doctors and lawyers in town would be in your congregation. Hollywood, Wall Street, Boca Raton. Then there's the icing on the cake. No hell. I'm unclear on the details, but that sounds fantastic. Where do I get my yarmulke? Is it cool if I get a personalized license plate for my car that reads, Chosen One? I hope this video hasn't offended any Muslims, and I'm not just saying this because you deal with people who disagree with your religion by killing them. I deeply respect your religion, but the whole Middle Ages, stuck-in-time mentality, the homo-bashing, the honor killings, the public executions, the stoning of adulterous women, these aspects are just a touch off-putting. I'm not saying they're wrong. That would be a value judgment, and those aren't allowed in the West anymore. I'm just saying the 7th century isn't for me. Shalom!